Hey, what's up you guys? It's Annie. Welcome back to my channel. So a few days ago, my friend Stephanie uploaded a video on her channel where she basically shared a bunch of Instagram growth strategies that really just aren't it anymore in 2021. And that actually inspired me to make my own version about YouTube growth strategies. Because I've been making videos about how to grow on YouTube for about a year or so now, where I have shared a whole lot of strategies about how to grow on YouTube. And yes, there are some of them I definitely no longer stand by, some of them I strongly discourage, as well as some that were never really any good to begin with that I never really supported and still see so many creators doing. And the first one of which is using YouTube promotion and growth groups, whether that is on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, which are basically groups on social media where you can share links to your videos, to your channel, and try to get traffic from these external sources onto your channel. But here's the main issue with that. 9 times out of 10, you have no control over who is in those groups and what interests they do or don't have. So if your channel and your videos begin to get traffic from these people in these groups, you're going to severely confuse the algorithm. Because YouTube bases who they recommend your videos and your channel to based on the audience that is already watching your videos and what content they typically watch on YouTube. So if, for example, you have a yoga channel or a workout channel, then YouTube usually recommends your content to people who usually search for and or watch that content. However, if you're bringing other people onto your channel from other social medias, you have no control over what type of content they typically watch and whether or not they are a good fit for your target audience, which is going to confuse the algorithm as to who your target audience is and up the chances of your videos being recommended to the wrong type of viewer. So definitely, while it may not happen right away, organic growth is so much better for the overall long-term growth of your channel. Ranking your videos in search, getting your videos recommended and suggested by YouTube, making sure that every single viewer that is landing on your content is actually genuinely interested in that content and more likely to subscribe and become an active member of your community. And as those viewers and subscribers keep coming back to every single one of your videos, that's just going to help YouTube push out your videos even more. Whereas if these people subscribe to you and don't actually watch your videos after they subscribe, that's going to lead to a lower click rate for your videos and your channel and actually end up decreasing the chances of YouTube pushing out your content. So while it may seem so easy to just paste a link into a YouTube group and have like 50 people watch your video, long term it's not really great for the overall sustainability of your channel. So that is why this is one method I used to share that I really don't stand by all that much anymore. Another growth strategy I have seen so often that just doesn't work anymore is making popular and trendy videos just for the views. I have heard so many creators say in their videos that if you want to grow on YouTube, just make a video that is super trendy, get all kinds of views, and then once you have that audience, then you can make whatever videos you want to make, which is such a toxic mindset and such a bad strategy. See, I made a video way back in September when iOS 14 first came out, and that video actually ended up hitting the trending page and getting over 200,000 views in less than a day. So yes, it got me attention, it got me all kinds of traffic and views, and maybe even some subscribers. However, what it didn't do is help me build an actively engaged audience. Because while that audience was super interested in that video and that content, that video had absolutely nothing to do with the rest of the content on my channel. So these were people that would either watch this video and not subscribe to me, or subscribe to me thinking I'm gonna upload more of that content and then never watch any of my other videos again. So yes, if you upload a super trending video, there's a chance these people might watch your video and you might gain all kinds of views. But what are the chances that these people actually subscribe to you and actually stay active on your channel? In which case you are almost asking for a ghost audience that is never going to fully support your channel. Whereas if instead of focusing on what is trendy and what is everybody else uploading on YouTube, you focus more on what is my target audience actually searching for on YouTube and make content focused on those topics, you are going to grow a targeted super active audience much faster. And that is when you're going to actually gain an audience that sticks around for every single upload and helps your channel grow so much faster. So all those videos you see on YouTube that are like 100 video ideas that will blow up your channel, those do absolutely nothing for you if they're not directly relevant to the overall content of your channel. Which is why this is another growth strategy I no longer support. Now, something else you have most likely heard over and over again is the importance of having an upload schedule. schedule. Upload schedules are something I pushed and pushed and pushed in my earlier content, basically making people think that if you wanted to grow on YouTube, you absolutely had to have a schedule. And I sort of validated my view on this by hearing everybody else in my community saying the exact same thing. But then the more I thought about it and the more I actually experimented with it, the more I learned just how untrue that statement is and just how bad advice that was I was giving people. A lot of people tell you that one of the biggest reasons why you need to have a schedule is that YouTube actually rewards channels that upload on the same day at the same exact time every single week, which we now know is not true at all. And the only time that YouTube actually penalizes creators for not being consistent with their uploads is when you go like 6 months or a year without uploading. But definitely not because you missed 1 or 2 uploads, not because you skipped 1 week of uploads, and not because you uploaded on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. Or some people will also tell you that you have to have a schedule so that your audience knows what day and what time to always expect uploads from you. But truthfully, honestly, I can't tell you when any of my favorite YouTubers upload because I just don't have the memory to remember 200 people's upload schedules. And again, like I said, most of them don't actually have an upload schedule. So I basically watch whatever is in my sub box at the moment, or if I get a notification on YouTube, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. And the other more important thing about not having an upload schedule is that when you set that deadline for yourself, I have to upload every single Friday at 4 p.m. or 11 a.m. Sometimes you can actually rush yourself and rush through making content just to be able to meet that deadline, at which point you are actually sacrificing the quality of your content just to be able to keep up with a schedule that really doesn't matter all that much. So rather than picking a specific schedule for a specific day and time of the week, it is much more important to just put whatever time and effort you have into every single video and upload your videos when they're ready. Definitely one of the biggest strategies I pushed for the longest time that I no longer support. So now here is another one I pushed for so long that I'm actually kind of mad at myself for telling people to do, and that is commenting on other people's videos and channels for exposure. I can't even tell you how many comments I see on my videos and other people's videos saying things like whatever, by the way, I'm a small YouTuber, or whatever, come check out my channel. Or even worse and even more annoying, the exact same person replying to every single comment under your video. You are wasting so much time by doing this, and you also run the risk of annoying people and getting flagged by YouTube for spam. So rather than spending all that time working on a real strategy or finding ways to improve your channel, you are instead spending all of your time leaving a comment on somebody's video that somebody might not even see, just in hopes that 1 or 2 people land on that comment and check out your channel. Now that absolutely does not mean that you should stop commenting on channels altogether or stop complimenting people on their videos. That's actually the #1 way I've met all of my YouTube friends. But if you are doing that with the sole intent of getting exposure and poaching other people's viewers and subscribers, then that is definitely not the best or the most honest strategy or method of growing your channel. And it is most definitely not sustainable or long term. Especially that a lot of the time when I see these comments, their content has absolutely nothing to do with my content. So what are the chances that somebody watching my content is interested in anime or some other random type of content? It's all around just a really big waste of time. So now here's one that you guys know I passionately absolutely detest, and that is the term niching down. If you have ever watched a video about how to be successful on YouTube, how to grow your YouTube channel, you have probably been told that if you want to grow your channel, you absolutely have to pick a niche and niche down, narrow down your niche. And I honestly want to make like an entire video on the dangers of niching down, how it can affect your channel. But if you saw my video a few uploads ago, I actually talked all about how niching down my channel ended up affecting me and my channel, and actually impacting how I felt about my own channel and my own content. And the #1 thing that nobody tells you about niching down or picking a niche is that niches actually don't even exist at all, because your niche is literally just a mental label you are giving your content and your channel that YouTube can't even actually register at all. YouTube is an algorithm, it's an AI system, it's not a human being. So it can't look at your channel and be like, oh, that's a cooking channel, that's a fitness channel, that's a woodworking channel. The only thing that YouTube's algorithm is actually set up to look at and read through are things like analytics and data and metadata. So no matter what keywords you are using in your titles, in your description boxes, YouTube is always going to send your video to the right people based off of those keywords. audience. It's really more just a question of, does your audience take to the content you are uploading? Which again, as I said, is the number one thing that either makes YouTube push out your videos or drop your videos. So my advice to you guys is keep the word niche out of your head altogether. Stop trying to label your content and put it in a box. Stop worrying about how far you have to niche down to stand out on YouTube, and put all of your energy into focusing on who is my target audience and what are they looking for on YouTube. That is the real secret to building an actively engaged audience that comes back to every single upload. By niching down your channel and sticking a label on it, you are literally saying that your channel is no different from any other lifestyle channel or cooking channel. By focusing on your unique channel and your unique audience, you are going to stand out so much more on YouTube and grow so much faster. So definitely, if you are ever told that if you want to grow on YouTube, you have to pick a niche and niche down, definitely just toss that advice out the window because it's not real. So that, you guys, is it for this video and all of the YouTube growth strategies I no longer stand by, no longer support, and things you definitely want to stop doing if any of these are methods you are currently using for your channel. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Love you all to the moon and back, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!